This broadcast is brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Service. ULMER'S Appliance Service is a family-owned and operated business serving Cape May County since 1974. It doesn't matter the age of your appliance or if it's electric or gas, they repair them all. If it's broken, they'll fix it. For service, call 609-399-4398. ULMER'S Appliance Service, ready to aid your appliance needs.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of High School Football on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Ed Gorski. We are live at Maxwell Field in Wildwood. It's the Warriors taking on Gateway on this Thursday evening 9/11 game. And we've had a moment of silence to remember those lost in the terrorist attacks on 9/11/2001 and members of the Wildwood police and fire departments serving as honorary captains this evening for this game between Gateway in the white jerseys, white helmets, and blue pants, and Wildwood wearing the white helmets, white pants, and maroon uniforms. So Wildwood will receive the opening kick. Gateway comes in at 2-0. They are off to a pretty good start. Wildwood is 0-2, looking for their first win. The officials for the game: Frank Burbridge is the referee. The umpire is Rich Sakosia. The linesman, Scott Cooper. Bill Carlton is the line judge. The field judge is Vince Mancine. Side judge is Kevin McGee. And the timer is Dr. Sam Caraballo.
Yeah, Brian, this is the
at this time, ladies and gentlemen,
first time that Gateway has
please rise
made a trip
and
down here
remove
to
your
Wildwood.
hats
They've only played each
for
other
the
twice.
playing
And
of our
Gateway
national
had
anthem.
Wildwood 2 times prior to tonight. We'll stand by as we have the national anthem played right now.
God bless this beautiful country. And now, folks, it's time.
All right, ready to go here at Wildwood. It is the Warriors taking on Gateway. Thursday evening football here on Cape Atlantic Live, which is brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance, our flagship sponsor for all of your appliance repair needs in Cape May County, ULMER'sAppliance.com. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, Dogtooth Bar and Grill, Poppy's Brick Oven Pizza and Kitchen for great local dining and entertainment experiences in the Wildwoods. And don't forget about the new station house at the Mud Hen, your go-to place for live music and private parties.
Yeah, Brian, as I was saying before the national anthem, Gateway making their first trip here to Maxwell Field. They've only played Wildwood twice in the history of both schools, and Gateway has beaten them twice. Once in the abbreviated season, that was COVID, and then again last year. So this is their first trip from a little far away.
Yeah, Gateway with for a smaller school, a boatload of players on the roster. They are probably 2.5 times the size of Wildwood in terms of numbers. Wildwood with 26 players dressed. Gateway might have close to 60.
Yeah. And DJ Bink, number 2, the starting quarterback kicker, will kick off for Gateway, moving left to right.
And for Wildwood, Trevor Troiano and Gianni Troiano, the two cousins, back deep. It's a pretty good kick. It's taken by Gianni Troiano at the 8. He's got some blockers in front of him. Does a great job of just following them, running straight up the field, and gives Wildwood pretty decent field position at their own 35-yard line to start the first possession of the game.
And Brian, speaking to Coach Loomis for Wildwood prior to the game, they're missing one big-time player. Justice Santiago is out with an ankle injury, so he'll sit out tonight's game. That's a huge loss for the Warriors.
No, they did get some players back from the first time we saw Wildwood. They had a multitude of players injured or out on a suspension from an incident that happened last year. So they do have more players in uniform than when we saw them at their opener.
Everybody is in uniform for the Warriors minus Santiago.
So it's Jordan Dozier taking the snap. He's back to pass, throws. That pass is caught by freshman Matt Mayer, pickup of 4.
Matt Mayer, a nice young promising receiver for the Warriors, a freshman with a real nice set of hands, looks the ball right into his hands and covers the ball nicely.
We talked about this before, Ed, about his grandfather, Tom DeFelice, played football at Temple, and he is actually being honored this Saturday. He's an honorary captain for the Owls for their home game against nationally ranked Oklahoma on Saturday.
Tremendous.
At Lincoln Financial Field. It's well-deserved for him. He was a terrific athlete at Temple, played football and baseball.
And I believe he's in their Hall of Fame too, Brian.
2nd and 6. The only way we get in Hall of Fames is when we visit. 2nd and 6 for Wildwood at their own 39. 3 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. This time it's a handoff. And pushing forward for a couple is Javion Hennessy.
Javion Hennessy for a couple yards.
Yeah, Brian, Gateway coming off 2 wins to start the season 2-0, beating Middle Township opening night 29-7, and then beating Haddon Township 33-14.
Yeah, this is important here, Ed. If Wildwood can just get this first down, control the ball and the clock a little bit. So kind of a big third down play here. It's 3rd and long. The ball is just shy of their own 42. They need to get to the 45 for a first down. And it looks like they'll go with a 3-receiver set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hennessy again in the backfield with Dozier. 3rd down and 3.5. And make it 3rd down and 8.5 as the left guard moved early.
Joseph Martin, number 55. A little quick on the footwork there.
And Joey Martin is one of the many promising freshmen this program has, Ed, and he's starting in his debutante season along the offensive line.
And before the game, Brian.
Matt Mayer, Owen Bannon, these are all kids as freshmen getting on the field and contributing.
That's one of the things Coach Loomis said before the game, that he was very happy with his freshmen and some sophomores that are getting experience and really likes their heart and the way they're playing this year.
All right, so now it turns it into a 3rd and 8. No score, 9.5 to go first quarter. Hennessy in motion out of the backfield. Some time for Dozier. Intercepted by Brink, and he's got about 1 man to beat. He does, and he's in for a touchdown. 47-yard interception return.
DJ Bink, the senior quarterback, D-back, and kicker, picked it off around midfield and took it back to the house for the opening score for Gateway.
And you look at the kind of athlete Bink is with that catch and run to give Gateway the early lead.
Brian, he's actually has some looks from some small Division III schools to further his football career next year on the NCAA level.
Aiden Barbado on for the extra point. Gianni Pembroke is the holder. The long snapper is Nick Watts. Snap and hold are good. Barbado's kick is, well, they call that good. He must have just snuck it inside that left upright. So it's 7-0 Gateway.
And we'll be calling Alden Barbado's name quite a bit, Brian. He is the workhorse stud running back for Gateway when they come on offense. 5 touchdowns this year. Had a school record 257 yards rushing last year for Gateway. Nonetheless, it is 7-0 Gateway with an early lead after a 50-yard interception return for a touchdown for Gateway, stopping the Warrior drive after the opening kickoff. 9:20 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Gateway Gators on top of the Wildwood Warriors. Ed Gorski and Brian Kniff bringing you the football action here on CapeAtlanticLive.com. A beautiful fall night here in Wildwood, New Jersey, Maxwell Field, 73 degrees, a light breeze out of the south, and Gateway setting the kick off for the second time after they kicked off to open the game. Number 2, DJ Bink, will be handling the kickoff again. The same DJ Bink that intercepted the pass and took it to the house for a touchdown to give his Gators a 7-0 lead. Gianni, Troiano, and Trevor. Troiano back deep for the Warriors to receive the kickoff.
All right, so it's 7-0 Gateway. This kick's a little shorter. It's going to bounce at the 20, and Wildwood has to dive on it. Ryan Gilligan, as some Gateway players were in the area. And this will be not as good field position for Wildwood to start their second drive.
Again, Brian talking to Coach Loomis before the game. So what are your keys to tonight? He said they wanted to win the toss and start early, start fast, limit mistakes, and stay out of their own way. Something that we haven't seen them do in the first 2 games this year. A la the interception, ill-advised interception, and return for a touchdown, putting them in a 7-0 hole early in the game here. 9:19 to play in the first quarter. Gateway on top, 7-0.
3 receivers to the far side. Davon Williams split to the near side. Dozier walks over and says something to Eric Jordan, his tackle. It looks like there might be changing the play or changing protection here.
A lot of chatter.
Snap. Hennessy on the run. Good little move there. Very patient run. That's a nice run there. He picks up about 6 on that run.
And Brian, he had nice blocks in front of him. Fouled his blockers, little shimmy shake, and was able to pick up a few yards for the Warriors.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 4, and these are the downs and distances that Wildwood certainly wants to be in. 3 receivers now to the far side of the formation. Second and 4 for Wildwood at their own 30. It's another handoff. Hennessy trying to cut it. And he's taken down. Nice tackle by Gianni Pembroke. Yeah, Hennessy lost the yard there.
He got gobbled up pretty good, Brian. He had nothing. Where he had blockers on the last play, he had nobody in front of him, and it looked like almost a broken play from the lineman point of view. Not much support.
So it's 3rd down and 5 now after the loss of 1 at their own 24.
3rd and 5 for Wildwood.
Three receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hennessy, the lone setback behind Jordan Dozier. He rolls to his right. He's looking. He's still looking. He fires. Incomplete.
It looked like he might have been contacted a little bit early there, Brian.
Now, I think the pass may have been uncatchable. That might have been the ruling. So it's 4th down. Wildwood most likely will punt. You know, I thought he had Trevor Troiano open coming out of his break right around the 1st down stick, and he didn't pull the trigger. And then I think when he finally saw him, Troiano was covered. So then he tried to throw it further downfield, and it was incomplete. Gilligan back to punt. And DJ Bink standing at his own 40 for Gateway.
Nice breeze behind Wildwood's back here. Should help the kick a little bit if he can get it up in the air and downfield.
Good snap. Rugby-style kick. It's
kick.
A good high kick, angled a little bit away from Bink, but it bounces right into his hands, and he's going to have a return here across midfield. And finally hit, still on his feet, and taken down inside the Wildwood 40.
Brian, he got hit by number 15 for Wildwood, Matt Mayer. The ball popped up right back to his hands. He almost fumbled that ball right at almost at midfield. Still a good return with the nice bounce right into his hands.
Crest Savings Bank, serving the Cape May County community for nearly 105 years. Check them out at CrestSavings.com. Hall's Carpet Care specializes in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. Hall'sCarpetCare.com. Cabrera Companies provides real estate, property management, and home repair services here at the Jersey Shore. CabreraCompanies.com for info. 1st and 10 for Gateway at the 39 of Wildwood. The Gators lead by a touchdown. Bink hands to Barbado, and he's got all kinds of room on this right side, and he's inside the 15 and taken down at the 14.
Just what we talked about earlier, Brian, Barbado is a machine for the Gators. He has 5 touchdowns, 3 last week, 2 in the opening game against Middle. He's averaging 238 yards a game on the ground, which is really an incredible start. For a young kid.
Yeah, it's a Gateway team that doesn't put the ball in the air a lot, and they haven't had to in their first 2 games.
They've thrown the ball 7 times in 2 games, 3 of which were interceptions. So, no, they do not throw much. They rely on a run-heavy offensive spread formation.
So rather than throw it to the other team, they run.
Yes. Yes.
First and 10 at the 12. Bank hands the Barbado again through the middle this time, and he picks up about 5.
Number 4.
Called a gain of 6, down to the 6.
On the carry.
I believe Trevor Troiano was in on that tackle for Wildwood.
6.5 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Gateway. 47-yard interception return by DJ Bink, the quarterback who plays safety on defense, to open the scoring. And Gateway knocking on the door again here at the Warriors 6. Second down, and they can actually get a first down. They're 2nd down and 4.
Wildwood's got to dig in here, Brian, and get a little pushback off the line. Jacob Finger in motion, number 11 for Gateway, and a timeout.
Andrew Daly, the coach for Gateway, calls timeout. There was something there he didn't like. So timeout on the field. Balharbour Hotels and Wildwood Crest supports high school football broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live. If you need a room for friends or family, BalharbourHotels.com for more. New Jersey State Assemblyman Antoine McClelland and Eric Simonsen are strong supporters of high school sports and Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. The law office of Seth A. Fuscellaro is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and high school sports here in the area. That's the law office of Seth A. Fuscellaro. Ribeyes Steaks is a staple to many festivals and special events across the area. For more info on one of the area's premier food trucks, 609-602-3378, or check them out on Facebook. Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcast. For info on all of their programs and activities, 609-522-5837. So after the timeout, it's Gateway leading 7-0, but they have the ball 2nd and 4 at the Wildwood 6.
Yeah, Brian, Gateway comes in as part of the West Jersey Football League Royal Division, while Wildwood is part of the United Division. We'll talk about those teams in each respective division after this next play, this being a non-divisional conference game.
So Bink in the shotgun. Bink tried to keep it. He fumbled it, but prevented disaster by picking it up quickly, and he actually gains a yard on the play, maybe 2.
Brian, Javion Hennessy was right there near the ball. He didn't see that it came out until it was too late and already picked up by Bink.
So the ball's inside the 5 at the 4. It's 3rd down and a long 2. 5.5 to play first quarter. 7-0 Gateway, and they're threatening here. Bink takes the snap, hands to Barbado, and he will go into the end zone virtually untouched for a 4-yard touchdown.
A easy run for Barbado over the right side. Like you said, untouched, walked into the end zone, puts Gateway up 13-0 with the ensuing extra point ahead of us. 5:18 left in the first quarter here at Maxwell Field.
So Barbado comes on to kick. Pembroke the holder. He just barely made that extra point the first time, snuck it inside the left upright. This time he's right down the middle, and that one is good. So it's 14-0. The Gateway Gators quickly on top of Wildwood here at Maxwell Field. The Warriors down 2 scores, and they're still looking for their first down of the game.
Yeah, Brian, offense has not been really kicking for the Warriors. They've only been able to score 6 points in the first 2 games. And again, Coach Loomis talking about shooting themselves in the foot and staying out of their own way, limiting mistakes, which obviously we have seen them make one big mistake tonight with the interception for the touchdown return.
So 14-0 Gateway. By the way, beautiful night here. Very late summer night here in Wildwood.
Back to receive once again, Trevor and Gianni Troiano.
I believe we were at 71 degrees at the start. At the kickoff.
I'll take this all year round, my friend. Beautiful night here.
This is another short kick, angled toward the far sideline, and Wildwood dives on it.
I think that was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it might have, but I guess they didn't want to take the chance on it, so the Warriors will have it at their own 25.
So getting back to talking about Wildwood's division, they're in with Buna, Holy Cross, Bishop Eustace, Lindenwold, Palmyra, and Kip. The standings are Buna at the top at 1-1, Holy Cross 2-0, Bishop Eustace 1-0. Wildwood, Lindenwold, Palmyra, and Kip are 0-6 combined. The bottom 4 schools have yet to find a W this year, early in the 2025 football season in the West Jersey Football League United Division.
Yeah, and the story for Wildwood, in the first 2 games they were competitive in the first half, and then they just kind of faded in the second half. And it's always a depth issue here for the Warriors. This one, they face a 14-0 deficit, and the games were only a little past the midway point of the first quarter. Hennessy fumbles the football, but they're going to call that dead. That's a nice play there by number 55, Brainer Pimentel. And Hennessy lost the yard there. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Luckily, they had that whistle come in, Brian, because that ball did pop out just as he was met maybe a second afterwards.
Well, he was certainly driven back 3 or 4 yards, so it was the right call for the whistle to blow. And as you said, right as the whistle was blowing, the ball came out of Hennessy's hands. So no fumble, 2nd down and 11.
And Frank Burbridge on the call there. He's been known to make a lot of great calls in his career, both on the hardwood floor and the football field.
Just ask him.
He'll tell you.
No, we can't. Frank's one of the best.
In the state. Yes, sir.
Both sports.
Many football state championships up in the Meadowlands.
Hennessy goes in motion out of the backfield. Slant. Oh, this is thrown behind Mayer, who was open. And I think Mayer reached back and got a hand on that to prevent Jacob Finger of Gateway from intercepting it. Mayer was open. The ball was just thrown about 1.5 yards behind him.
Yeah, that would have been another disastrous interception for the Warriors had Jacob Finger be able to get a finger or more on it and catch the ball. So,
and the one thing that we notice against this spread formation by Wildwood, Ed, is that Gateway only has 3 defensive linemen in the game. So they have extra defensive backs and a couple linebackers there, but they only have 3 down linemen against this spread formation by Wildwood. 3rd and 11. Dozier back, has some time, throws, caught. And it's going to be a first down. It's going to be a pickup of about 13. Davon Williams on the catch. And he's a little shaken up on the play, but he does pop up. Looks like he took a shot in the back. Well thrown ball there.
Great concentration by Davon. Looked the ball into his hands, and he knew he was going to get hit.
So that gives Wildwood their first down up at the 40.
He's going to come out and take a breather, replaced by Alexander Ruiz, number 22 for the Warriors.
3:40 to go first quarter. 2-touchdown lead for Gateway. And now we have a flag thrown here. I don't know if this is for an illegal substitution or an equipment issue. But before Wildwood even came to the line of scrimmage. And let's see what we got here. It is an illegal substitution against Gateway. So that's a 5-yard penalty. It'll move it up to the 25. Excuse me, 45.
Interesting.
And that should make it 1st and 5. That is correct. The chains don't move with them. So it's 1st and 5 for Wildwood at their own 45.
Wildwood showing a little bit of life here, Brian, on the offensive side of the ball for the first time tonight. 3:35 to play in the first quarter. Finding themselves down 14-0 to the Gateway Gators.
So the officials getting organized here. And I'm not sure what the delay is. Oh, now they're picking up the flag.
All right, they picked the flag back up, so we are back to 1st and 10.
I'm wondering if the official just miscounted and maybe he thought that Gateway had 12 players on the field.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Warriors on their own 40-yard line.
Hand off to Hennessy, looking for room. Tried to slip a tackle, couldn't, just got back to the line of scrimmage. He's taken down by Anthony Hewitt. You can see, Ed, Hennessy has some ability. His vision's pretty good. You know, if he can get a hole, he'll hit it. But on a couple of these runs, he's just not getting any time or space.
Yeah, there's no push right now from the interior line of Wildwood.
2nd down and 10 for the Warriors at their own 40.
Nice crowd starting to fill in here at Maxwell Field for the kids.
2:40 to go first quarter.
Good to see.
Back to pass. Now it looks like a straight draw, but Dozier will only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't
bring up 3rd and 10.
He didn't like the looks of that play, drop back the pass, and then decided he was going to try and keep it. And those 3 linemen just collapsed on him, and he was not able to muster any yardage.
Now, earlier in this possession, Wildwood faced the 3rd and 11 and threw a 13-yard pass for a first down. And they're facing 3rd and long again. They need to get to midfield to get a first down here, as the clock will go inside 2 minutes to go in the first quarter by the time we get the snap off here. Two receivers split to the near side, 3 to the far side. It's an empty backfield for Jordan Dozier. Takes the snap. It's back to pass. Looking, has time, fires, tipped, and incomplete. Trevor Troiano nearly made a terrific adjustment on that, But I think as he was reaching for the ball after the tip, he got banged from behind. And obviously once that ball's tipped, that's all that contact is legal, and it falls incomplete.
Unfortunate for the Warriors there. Dozier, great spiral, great pass across the middle, threw into some heavy traffic. Very lucky that it wasn't picked off.
So 4th down and 10, Wildwood brings the punting unit on. Boy, and Gateway really was coming on late. Wildwood probably would have done well to organize themselves quickly and get that punt off, but they take their time here. Looks like Gateway might try to come after this. Gilligan barely gets it off. It's a high but relatively short kick. And it takes a Wildwood bounce. And we'll go all the way down inside the 25 to the 22, so that ends up being a pretty effective punt there. And Gateway will take over there 1st and 10.
Gateway.
Yeah, Brian, again, the wind at the back of the Warriors for the rest of this quarter, helping that kick, was very high and very effective.
Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. DesignSquareOne.com for info. The original Hotspot restaurant on the Wildwoods Boardwalk at Cedar Avenue is a family tradition for more than 60 years. Check them out at OriginalHotspot.com. And they are still open. They are still in summer season at the Original Hotspot. One-Off Marketing designs and prints everything from business cards and banners to T-shirts and sweatshirts. OneOffMarketing.com.
1:23 here to play in the first quarter. Wildwood in a hole, 14-0 to the Gateway Gators. Gateway 1st and 10 with the ball on their own 22-yard line.
They hand it off to the receiver coming in motion. Tries to turn it up. And Wildwood does a decent job there. That run by Jacob Finger. He picks up about 3.
Maybe about a 4-yard gain before being brought down by.
Make it a gain of 4, as you're going to say he got out across the 25-yard line to the 26. 2nd and 6.
Making it 2nd and 6 for Gateway.
Gateway, Brian, on top of their division for the first time in over 20 years in the Royal Division in the West Jersey Football League at 2-0.
30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clock is moving. Bink takes the snap, hands it off inside, and coming up close to a first down
Number 5
is Lamar Smith.
Smith on the carry.
He's going to be short, and that'll be most likely the final play of the first quarter as the clock now is inside 10 seconds. Gateway's not in any hurry in the huddle. So at the end of one period, it's 14-0 Gateway here at Maxwell Field.
Beautiful night here, Brian, in Wildwood. 73 degrees, nice breeze. Nice crowd starting to come in to see the Warriors play. Their 3rd game of the year, a non-divisional, same conference game. We were talking about Gateway being in first place and the teams that are in the Royal Division. Clayton, Pittman, Mastery Charter, of course, Gateway, Haddon Township, Gloucester Catholic, and Sterling. So a tough, competitive Royal Division of the West Jersey Football League for them to be off to a 2-0 start.
The Anglesea Pub in North Wildwood is your go-to place for Irish pub fare. The best Guinness on tap, great selection of Irish whiskeys. First in New Jersey in North Wildwood, Anglesea Pub, strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live Sports. The North Wildwood Recreation Department is a strong supporter of Cape Atlantic Live. For more info on their programs and activities, 609-522-2955. Troiano and Sons handles masonry, concrete foundation repair, and stucco services for homes and businesses across Cape May County. 609-522-3355 for more information.
Brian, looking ahead, Wildwood has a game against Lindenwold next week. Probably the closest team to their numbers and ability right now in their division.
They are free of charge.
Almost the same.
Wildwood had some success against that team over the past couple of seasons. 3rd down and 1 for Gateway as we start the second quarter. Handoff to Smith. He's hitting the backfield, but he breaks that tackle, still on his feet, has a first down and more, and finally across the 40, and that's a gain of about 11. And I believe that was Ryan Gilligan, I believe, in the backfield who had that initial hit.
Yes, and he couldn't wrap him up. And Lamar Smith's part of that two-headed monster in the backfield for Gateway.
It was either Gilligan or Carmel. It might have been Liam Carmel as well. I didn't catch the number. It was either 51 or 54. But nonetheless,
Lamar Smith coming off a 74-yard, two-touchdown game last week against Haddon Township.
Had that tackle been made, Gateway would have been forced to punt. They would have been looking at 4th and 5. That would have been a loss of 4 or 5 yards there, at least 4th and 5. But now they get the first down after the 11-yard gain. They fake. They're going to throw. Down the middle, nearly intercepted by Trevor Troiano.
Just out of his reach, Bry.
Now you can look at it two ways. Nearly intercepted, but it was also nearly a touchdown.
Yes.
Yeah, Troiano got caught up a little too far there, but he was fortunate enough, athletic enough to leap up and get a hand on that and tip it away. And give us a chance to tell you about one of our newer sponsors, TKM Insulation, for all of your insulation needs in South Jersey and beyond. 215-680-2972. Second down and 10 for Gateway at the Wildwood 42, or their own 42. And we have some movement here. Wildwood looks like they're offside.
Wildwood a little excited. Thought they had the snap count down, and obviously they did not. Jumped off sides, and the penalty will be enforced here, moving Gateway closer to midfield.
That'll move it up to the 48. 47, excuse me. 11:18 to go in this first half. Gateway so far in control at 14-0.
And 5, 2nd and 5 for Gateway.
This time they hand the Barbado. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, runs it off tackle to the right. There is a flag down. This is a big run, but there is a flag down, and this will bring it back.
Big game, but hold on, folks. We got a flag on the play.
Boy, Barbado is a nice runner, Brian. He squares his shoulders up, gets outside, and boy, he can run. Thank God that was a flag there to bring that run back. That was a big gainer.
Well, it'll be a spot of the foul penalty, and it's actually going to bring the ball back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. As that holding penalty occurs 9 yards downfield past the line of scrimmage, and it brings it back. So now it's 2nd down and 6. 11 minutes to go before halftime.
Making it 2nd and about 6.
Wildwood making some substitutions on defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that was Alex Ruiz running on late to replace Vinny Sweeney. 2nd down and 6. Bink will keep off the left side. He's got all kinds of room, and he's finally ushered out of bounds by
number 2.
Trevor Troiano, down to about the 26-yard line.
By number 3, Trevor Troiano.
Brian Bink, a 5'10", 160-pound senior quarterback and defensive back. Again, getting some looks from small Division III schools, according to his coach, along with Barbado, Jacob Finger, and Kingston Lamano, who we have not called yet this year, who has 3 sacks on the year for Gateway.
So the run goes down to the 26. It's 1st and 10, 10:34 to go before halftime. Bink with Barbado to his right. They hand it off to the motion man, and he's got room on the outside, turning the corner. We have a flag down there for another illegal block. That was Jacob Finger on the run.
That's going to come back, Brian. It was
Another holding call against
holding penalty.
Coming back, folks.
Against Gateway, which probably didn't even need to be committed.
Right.
He was already turning the corner and was almost out past the linebacker for the Warriors when the hold happened. Kind of a dumb penalty there for Gateway.
Again, that was well downfield, so it ends up being a loss of about 2 on the hold. So it'll bring up second down and 12, or first down and 12.
Your Junior Warrior football program and the Junior Warrior cheerleaders to the game this night. Good luck for the rest
First
of your season,
and
folks.
12 for Gateway at the Warrior 28-yard line. 10:15 to go before halftime. Bink tosses to Barbado. He's got room. Another flag is thrown.
Another hold, Brian, it's going to come back.
And I actually thought that Gateway got away with an illegal procedure. It looked like their right tackle flinched right before the snap, but then they get the hold here. And this will be a spot of the foul penalty, which is a few yards downfield. So it'll end up being first and about 18, I believe.
Gateway kind of going backwards here in the series, Brian.
All right, we got about
Positive runs, bringing back penalties, and losing yards on the last two big plays. I am sure not making the coaching staff for Gateway very happy.
First and 18 now for Gateway. 9:58 to go before half. Brian Kniff with Ed Gorski, Sean Kniff handling our video for us, our executive producer, Matt Ulmer. Finger goes in motion. They hand the Barbado. We have a whistle, and Wildwood's offside again.
And that's a shame because that was a little too quick. Liam Carmel read that play perfectly, and I don't know if it was him that jumped off sides or was in the backfield too quick. But now they're trading yards via the yellow flag.
Back to first and 13 for Gateway.
So now it's first and 13. We've had 5 penalties in the last 7 plays. 2 against Wildwood, 3 against Gateway. Bink with Smith directly behind him. He tosses to Smith on the right. Smith beats one man, still on his feet, and finally taken down inside the 15, close to the 10.
Gianni Troiano on the shoestring tackle to save what could have potentially been another touchdown. And Lamar Smith running the ball just as effectively as Barbado for Gateway. And really the ground and pound is in full effect for Gateway, starting to wear Wildwood down a little bit and taking a lot of time off the clock.
So it's first and 10 now, or first and goal, ball right on the 10, so Gateway cannot get another first down. At least on their own anyway. A Warrior penalty could give them a first down. Bink tosses to Barbado. Cuts it back. Hit nicely by Eric Jordan and Ryan Gilligan. And a pickup of about 3.
Number 10.
Wildwood covered the corner well there, Bry. Meeting the running back right there as he turned the corner. And that was a good stop for the Warriors. 8:48 and counting here at Maxwell Field. Wildwood down 14-0. And Gateway moving deep into Wildwood territory with the ball on the 7-yard line, bringing up second and goal on the Wildwood 7.
8.5 to go.
Let's make some noise.
Big takes the snap, hands off to Barbado, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. 7-yard touchdown run by Aiden Barbado. That is his second score of the game. And Gateway now ahead by 3 scores. And we still have 8:15 to go in this second quarter.
It's nice to see the Gateway fans made the trip down here with the cheerleaders and even brought a pep band with them, which is always good for the game.
Barbado to try for the extra point after his own touchdown run. And that kick is good. It's 21-0 Gateway. 8:15 to go in the second quarter. We'll see if Wildwood can get something going offensively here.
For this evening's event, starting with Alakai.
Yeah, it's been a uphill sledding for the Warriors on the offensive side of the ball. Not being able to mount too much on the offensive side of the ball. And defensively, Gateway is just pounding the ball. They have not thrown the ball much. The two-headed monster of Barbado and Smith have been running pretty much at will against the Warriors and taking time off the clock.
Casiello Basketball is one of South Jersey's top grassroots basketball organizations, from leagues to private training. They have it all. Check them out at CasielloBasketball.com.
Fine night on this September 11th, Thursday. Bink to take the kickoff for Gateway. The Troiano cousins back deep for the Warriors.
Bink's kick is a hard line drive. Bounces around, taken by Gianni Troiano. And he's got some blockers in front of him. That's a pretty good return. Get it out to the 36. Wildwood's looked very organized on their kickoff return so far.
Special teams been looking good for Wildwood so far. Let's see if they can muster some positive yardage here and possibly get in to the end zone or on the scoreboard before the half, because Gateway will get the ball to start the second half.
10, Wildwood.
.808 left to play here in the first half. Wildwood down 21-0.
Lights are not on yet here at Maxwell Field. They will be soon, I'm sure.
A nice complex, Brian. The high school, the grounds crew, the city, they do a nice job keeping this field, maintaining it, the press box, the track. Really nice facility here.
Dozier with an empty backfield here on 1st and 10. Throws, caught by Matt Mayer. He picks up about 8, maybe 9 up to the 45. Matt Mayer's second catch. And they are extremely high on him.
Yeah, you know, Brian, I'm going to tell you right now, as a freshman, if he maintains what he's doing and they have a decent quarterback in the future, the next 3 years, he could go down here as a top receiver for the Warriors. He's got great hands, smart football mind, is big, not afraid, and catches and runs upfield, which is hard to teach. And he's a freshman.
I didn't think he got a great spot there. I thought he got up close to the 45. They mark him at the 44. It's 2nd down and 2. Same formation here with the empty backfield. 3 split to the near side, 2 to the far side. Dozier looking, throws, caught by Hennessy. That was a tough throw in the traffic. He was double covered.
Incredible.
It's a pickup of about 3 or 4 in a first down.
He threw that near Jackson Bailey and Trevor Newkirk and almost he threaded the needle perfectly. The ball was caught. That was a great tight spiral, great pass for the Warriors and some positive yardage.
4-yard gain up to the 48. 7 minutes to go first half. Wildwood looking to get on the scoreboard here. Trailing 21-0. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live. We're going to be right back with you tomorrow night as it's the Anchor Bowl between Lower Cape May and Middle Township from Memorial Field in Cape May Courthouse.
That's one of the biggest rivalries in Cape May County, South Jersey sports for sure. There is some chatter going on between both schools. and it'll be a fun, exciting game tomorrow night.
1st and 10 at the 48 for Wildwood. Dozier back to pass. Fakes a pass out in the flat. And that's a nice catch by Gianni Troiano. He went to the ground. Oh, and now we're being told incomplete. Wildwood coaches are not happy here. It looked like the official signaling incomplete may have been blocked by Gianni Troiano.
He was overruled.
And he was overruled. That's a good piece of officiating there. And they're going to call it a complete pass of 7 yards to Gianni Troiano.
The side judge picked up on that and stayed with the play, came in and overruled the initial incomplete pass call.
So 2nd down and 3. That was a well-designed play. They kind of faked a screen to the running back out in the flat and threw to Gianni Troiano. The throw was low, and he made an unbelievable effort to get his hands under it, tipped the ball in the air, and then corralled it as he went down. Initially ruled incomplete. The official was overruled, and it's now 2nd and 3.
It's a big series here, Brian, for Wildwood. Like every series is big, but this one is very big to get something positive before the half.
There's another catch by Gianni Troiano. Breaks one tackle, is down to the 36-yard line in the 1st down. It's a pickup of 8.
I tell you what, Brian, he had the ball right on his numbers, caught the ball, turned, was able to get through 3 Gateway players that tried to bring him down before coming down and picking up positive yardage for the Warriors.
1st and 10 for Wildwood, and this has been their best drive. And Dozier is 4 for 4 on this drive, and Wildwood's gotten 2 first downs, and this is the deepest they've been in Gateway territory so far in this game. 1st and 10 at the 36. 5:10 to go in the first half. Dozier again back to pass. Looking. He's throwing deep this near sideline. It's incomplete and out of bounds.
Actually, a smart play, Brian. It was thrown in the double coverage there on the right side.
2nd and 10 for Wildwood.
I think he recognized where the coverage was coming in at, and he just fired the ball out of bounds. Smart play.
2nd down and 10 for Wildwood at the Gateway 36. 5:02 to go before halftime. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live.
Brian, I believe that's 3 straight passing plays for the Warriors.
It's actually 5 straight passing plays.
Ball is on the 36.
And they've been having some success with this 5-receiver set. They have 5 receivers, no running back, no tight end, obviously.
Empty backfield again for the Warriors.
And it looks like Gateway may be offside here, or did a Wildwood player move along the front? I didn't see a player for Wildwood move, but that is the call.
2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 for Wildwood, now back at the 41-yard line. 5:01 to go.
Yeah, a little hiccup there for the Warriors, which definitely did not make Coach Loomis happy. He was a little bit upset with the lack of discipline there. And that's one thing we have not seen from Wildwood this year, Brian, is the lack of discipline and the penalties adding up. They've been pretty well squared away and pretty well in tune with what is going on without making a lot of errors, showing their style of play.
2nd and 15. Dozier throws incomplete.
It's number 9, Kingston Lamano. We mentioned him earlier for Gateway. Put a good hit on Dozier and forcing him to throw the ball incomplete.
And he did the right thing. He kind of threw that ball into the ground around Trevor Troiano. Trevor was not open. And rather than risk an interception, he threw it away. But now 3rd and 15.
I would imagine, Brian, that Wildwood, being in the Gateway half of the field, will be going for it on 4th down.
Well, and that's why you would say you don't necessarily need all 15 yards here. If you can get 7 or 8 and put you in a more manageable position on 4th down. But we'll see what they call here.
Another pass play being shown by the Warriors with no one in the backfield but Dozier, the quarterback, in shotgun formation.
Hennessy comes in motion to this near side. They throw over the middle. Gianni Troiano with the catch. Breaks a tackle and has the first down. He broke a tackle about 2 yards shy of the first down. Picked up another 4 or 5. And this will go for an 18-yard gain.
That ball, Brian, was thrown behind Troiano. He reached back to his left, was able to make the catch, tuck and run, and pick up a great gainer for Wildwood and setting up a first down for the Warriors, much needed here before the half.
4.5 to go before halftime. 1st and 10 at the Gateway 22-yard line. And now we have a whistle. And I think they wanted to check on the health of Gianni Troiano. He came out of the huddle with a little bit of a limp, but he says, I'm good. And now they'll put Hennessy in the backfield. It's the first time this possession that Wildwood's lined up with a running back in the backfield. They hand it off to Hennessy, and he goes nowhere. He loses 2 or 3 yards.
He was met immediately by number 9, Kingston Lamano, number 19, Jackson Bailey. Lamano, their big gun on defense, 3 sacks this year, averaging 7 tackles a game for the Gators, and knocking Wildwood back 3 yards into the backfield.
2nd and 13 for Wildwood now.
3:44 here left in the first half. Wildwood in a hole, down 21-0, but threatening in the Gateway half of the field here before the half.
I would imagine they'd go back to the air here, although Hennessy is lined up in the backfield again. Hennessy goes in motion here. Dozier throws, intercepted. Intercepted by Smith, and he is walking the tightrope, but will be pushed out of bounds on the Wildwood side of midfield.
Yeah, not a good pass read by Dozier. He threw it into double coverage, and that was read perfectly by Smith from Gateway. Picked off and returned almost to the house. Unfortunate for the Warriors, who were moving the ball in a positive fashion there.
And now Gateway will have an opportunity to put more points on the board before halftime, as they have it 1st and 10 at the Wildwood 47 with 3:10 to go before halftime.
1st and 10, Gateway with 3:10 left on the tick clock.
This is big here, Brian. They have to really put up a good defensive stance here. They don't want to give up another touchdown before the half and then have Gateway come out with the ball to open the second half.
1st and 10 for the Gators. Wildwood jumps offside.
Number 66.
And that will give Gateway now 1st and 5. It's the 3rd offside penalty on Wildwood tonight on defense.
Making it 1st and 5.
Yeah, a little excited trying to jump that count, and they were going on first sound, and
42-yard line.
Gateway did not snap the ball on first sound.
The 1st and 5 for the Gators. 3 receivers to this near side, 1 to the far side. Back to pass is Bink. He's going to throw it deep, and it's too far for the intended receiver, Jacob Finger.
He had him on the right side too, Brian.
Jacob Finger.
Not a bad play call on 1st and 5 to take a shot down the field.
Especially when you haven't thrown the ball much and trying to catch them looking inside for the run.
Yeah, and you know, Gateway is in firm control of this game right now, Ed, and that's one of those things where the coaching staff says, you know, we need to improve our passing game. So let's try to take a shot here, and I think that pass right there will prove to the coaching staff that they still need to work on their passing game.
A little bit.
So 2nd down and 5, 3:04 to go before halftime. High snap, Bink pulls it down. Oh, what a great cut by Barbado when he gets up close to first down yardage. It looked like he might have been bottled up right around the line of scrimmage, and he slipped inside and picks up 4.
Yeah, you can see why he's running in the mega positive way this year, with now 7 touchdowns on the year and averaging over 218 yards per game. Probably going to get some more looks to play next year at some school. Most likely at the Division III level due to his size.
2.5 to go before halftime. 3rd down and 1 for Gateway. Both teams have all of their time. Gateway used 1. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Wildwood has 3. Bink will keep it. Slips the tackle. Still on his feet down the sideline. And lunges forward close to the 15-yard line.
Number 2, DJ Bink on the carry. Brought down by...
And it's a gain of about 26.
A big gainer for Gateway here before the half. A little bit of a backbreaker for Wildwood. They really need to stop this drive here before the half. Bink took the ball, kept it, and turned the corner. Nobody was in front of him until he got into the secondary before he was met and taken down at the 15. 1:54 left to play here in the first half.
It's another toss to Barbado. Trying the left side. Cuts it up. Still on his feet. Lunges forward and is in for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run by Aiden Barbado. It's his 4th touchdown, or 3rd touchdown of the first half, with 1:41 to go.
Doing the research, Brian, I was eager to see him play tonight, and there's nothing shy of what they've reported on him being the workhorse and the smash mouth running back for the Gators. 27-0, 1:41 left to play in the first half. Wildwood in a giant hole.
Barbado on for the kick. And that is up and good.
The extra point is
and
good.
It is
Making the score
28-0. Gateway on top here late in the first half. And as Ed mentioned, Gateway will get the ball to start the second half.
Once again, folks, the Warrior Wagon.
Brian, so far Wildwood doesn't really have an answer for the two-headed monster in Barbado and Smith. They are pretty much running at will. And then when they don't look, Bink turns one up. It's been a incredible ground game for Gateway.
All the junior Warriors.
28-0 Wildwood down to the Gateway Gators here at Maxwell Field. Ed Gorski and Brian Kniff bringing you West Jersey football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. 1:41 left to play in the half. Wildwood will have one more chance to get on the board before the half,
up at the booth, up at the front desk,
before they go in to halftime and come out and give the ball back to Gateway. Lights just coming on here at Maxwell Field. Nice cool evening in September.
So Bink's kickoff. He kicks this one high and deep. Gianni Troiano back to his own 10. Has some people in front of him. And another decent return comes out up to about the 30.
Well, Brian, the 2 interceptions that have been thrown by Wildwood, one led to the 47-yard return for a touchdown. The other one set up a 40-plus yard drive that set up another touchdown. So, again, Wildwood, in their own way, again, making mistakes, and that was one of the things Coach Loomis said that they had to eliminate tonight.
Well, listen, I mean, you know this at football at any level, but at the high school level, there's just, even though you have the big play capability, there's just so many things that can go wrong on a pass play. And Wildwood's, again, and this has been an issue for the last few years, their inability to establish any kind of a consistent run game has them throwing the football. Yes, they were able to move the ball down the field with the pass last possession, but then all of a sudden you throw an interception, a big return, and a few plays later, Gateway's in the end zone again. So now Wildwood with another spread formation here with 5 receivers. Dozier back, has some time, throws it outside here, caught by Javion Hennessy. Taken out of bounds and taken down late.
They need to back these kids off there, and the coaches are right on it.
Yeah, wow, he was taken down a good 5 to 7 yards out of bounds, and that will be a 15-yard penalty after the completion for 6.
Not a smart play by Gateway, and Coach Daly's going to take care of that business on the sideline when he comes off the field.
And this penalty,
unnecessary.
This penalty will take Wildwood into Gateway territory on the late hit.
Bringing it down to around the 40.
It's going to 47-yard line or 48-yard line of Gateway.
So a little positive there, a good catch and run, and then the tacked on penalty, which leads to a big positive for the Warriors. Hopefully they can capitalize on this with 1:27 left to play here in the half.
1st and 10 for Wildwood at the 48. Another 5 receiver set. Dozier rolling to his right, looking, throws, incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was smart play. He threw it down to his feet. Everybody was covered. That was good coverage by Gateway. They had all the receivers covered, and that there was either throw out of bounds, throw at his feet, and that's what he did.
That was it was actually a very good throw. He threw it in an area where only his kid, his teammate, would have a shot at it, and Hennessy couldn't come up with it. Would have been a very difficult catch. 2nd down and 10 for Wildwood, 1:23 to go before halftime.
All the passing plays with the clock stopping only helps the Warriors a little bit.
Dozier back, looking, throws. Hennessy again on the catch. Sticks his head down, picks up about 6.
Number 9 and number 4.
Wildwood takes a timeout here, their first timeout of the game.
And
1:14 to go in the second quarter. It's Gateway 28, Wildwood nothing. The Warriors in this second quarter have shown an ability to move the football a little bit, but they haven't been able to finish a drive yet. And we'll see what they can do here late in the half.
Again, this is only the 3rd time in the history of both schools that these schools have met, and the first time Gateway's made the trip down here to Wildwood. Last year, Gateway beat Wildwood 42-20 in Gateway. So it would be safe to say they lead the all-time series 2-0.
The Gateway Gators, Ed, the alma mater of Dr. Billy Martin.
Wow.
once again, special
That's some useless trivia there if I've ever been told.
Our sponsors for tonight.
3rd down and 4 for Wildwood.
Anglesea Pub.
Out of this timeout, as the Warriors take their first time out of the second half, of the first half, excuse me. They have 2 remaining, 1:14 to go.
Incorporated.
Empty backfield again. 2 receivers to this side, 3 to the far side. And we have a flag, and we're going to have a procedure penalty against Wildwood.
Ball start.
That's going to go back.
Taking it back to third.
Third and 9 from the Gateway 43. 1:13 left to play here in the first half. Wildwood down 28-0. A big hole for the Warriors early in this game, still in the first half. Brian, we should mention the outstanding staff here for the Warriors. Coach Ken Loomis, assistant Kevin Atkinson, Dom Troiano, Frank Rigatano, the legendary Frank Rigatano, and volunteer Jimmy Purcell, all trying to bring the winning ways back to the Warrior football program.
3rd down and 9. Dozier back, throws over the middle, incomplete. Wildwood wanted pass interference there, didn't get it. I think the defender arrived right as the ball did. I think that's a really good play.
Naquan Langston, a senior DB for Gateway, met just at the same time the ball. Both officials were on the play, and I would have to agree that there was no need for a flag there. A good defensive play by Gateway.
So 4th and 9 for Wildwood. I'm actually a little surprised here, Ed. They're lining up to go for it. And you know, sometimes Dozier can quick kick this, but they don't convert here, and Gateway's getting the ball at midfield with over a minute left.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Dozier back, looking. He's going to throw to this near side, and it's incomplete. Oh, they're going to call it a catch. I didn't think Trevor Troiano was in bounds, but they are going to call it a catch at the 29 and a first down.
That's some toe tap swag there, Brian. A great catch, a great mind to know where the out of bounds line was, the sideline. He was able to get his foot inbounds and make a terrific catch for the Warriors on a huge 4th down call.
It's a gain of about 16.
Wildwood showing a little bit of life on the offensive side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, and Troiano going out of bounds stops the clock as well. 1:03 to go.
Wildwood trying to get on the board here late in the first half.
Dozier wants to run. He's got some room.
Field.
Through the middle, and he does well to avoid a hard hit. He kind of just slipped himself down to the ground, but we do have I thought at first a flag, but now Wildwood is going to call a timeout. So it's a gain of 11 for Dozier.
With 54 seconds.
And with 54 seconds to go, the Warriors take another timeout. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So
smart play, Brian. He dropped back, showed pass. Gateway's defensive backs dropped with the receivers. Dozier keeps the ball, makes something out of nothing pretty much, and picks up 11 yards. Very smart play. A veteran of the Warrior football team, a senior, smart football player, and right there showed he has some legs under him as well, and helped the Warriors with another first down late here in the first half.
And you see his maturation, and there were 2 Gateway defenders coming at him, and as the quarterback, you want to limit the hits you take, and he did a good job of just kind of sliding down and making sure he didn't take the brunt of that hit.
I had that smash burger with the fries.
Timeout is over, and it's 1st and 10 for Wildwood at the Gateway 20.
This would help Wildwood's psyche a lot, Brian, if they can get in the end zone and build a little bit of confidence for the Warriors if they can get some points on the board before the half. Wildwood down 28-0. 54 seconds left in the first half here at Maxwell Field.
Dozier, had trouble with the snap. Oh, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Smith, and he's going to run this back for a touchdown. This will be a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown. I think Dozier never saw Smith out there. The timing of the play was thrown off by Dozier not handling the snap. And it's now 34-0 Gateway.
Well, one thing that could have happened for the Warriors, Brian, happened. They did not want to turn the ball over. They did not want to give the ball back to Gateway before the half, and they definitely did not want to let Gateway score before the half. All 3 things happened. They're down 34-0 with the ensuing extra point, and Gateway's getting the ball back to start the second half. Definitely not good for the Warriors here in the first half.
Barbato will come on for the extra point. Snap and hold are good. His kick is good. Just barely makes it over the crossbar. He obviously used his sand wedge on that one, Ed. And it's 35-0 Gateway. And what that actually means is if Wildwood doesn't score here at the end of the half, we'll have a running clock in the second half.
Unfortunate for Wildwood, Brian. Unfortunate for Wildwood, Brian. You take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back, and then you find yourself in an almost insurmountable hole of being down 35-0.
Yeah, and again, this second quarter, they've shown the ability to move the football. They got 3 first downs on that last drive, and they had 3 first downs on the previous drive, but they just couldn't finish it, and both ended in interceptions. As Gateway picks off 3 passes in the first half, 2 of which are returned for touchdowns.
Unfortunate for the Warriors here on their home field tonight.
Bink's kickoff. He hammers that one deep. Taken by Gianni Troiano at the 10. He'll come back toward the middle of the field, cuts it up, and may have run into his own man, but still gets up close to the 30.
Troiano has had some great returns here to improve their field position, but they just are stalling in making mistakes that are really hurting themselves.
So 33 seconds to go. Let's see what Wildwood does here. Do they attempt to throw the ball down the field, or do they just use a running play here and kind of just get out of here for the half?
Wildwood 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Either they're going to take a knee, Brian, and let the clock run out, which is probably a smart thing to do here.
All right, so at the half, it is 35-0 Gateway here at Maxwell Field. We'll take a break along with the players, and we'll come back with the second half in a little bit. Brian Kniff with Ed Gorski. Thanks for joining us on Cape Atlantic Live.